أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Today I have a very dear friend of mine and we've gone through a journey together in terms of when it comes to Quran with himself and his mother as well. And I'd really want to find out more about his journey because his journey has been slightly different to what we've gone through so far. So really, really keen to know his journey. But without further ado, Maisam, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Thank you so much for agreeing to share with us your journey with the
Thank you.
Holy Quran. Really looking forward to it, inshallah. But as customary, we all start with the normal question. Where did it all start?
So I think for me, it definitely started at home. I think from some of my earliest memories are sitting at home reciting Quran, whether it's on the breakfast table or on the dinner table, in the morning or in the evening.
Yeah,
It certainly started by my parents creating the right environment at home, and a lot of the credit has to go to them, both my mother and my father, but specifically my mum, always making sure that we're reciting Quran on a daily basis,
yeah.
instilling in us that it is normal for the Quran to be a really important part of our lives.
True, true. Ahsan, you're absolutely right. Like it always starts from home, and that having that right environment, and getting at least one of the parents to push the agenda, so to speak, to ensure that Quran is being recited on a consistent basis. So, Ahsan, may Allah Subhanahu wa Taala reward your parents, and your mom especially for all that she's done. I personally have learned a lot from her as well, and she's helped me out a lot. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward her and give her the strength to carry on inspiring the youth and the members of our community with the Quran. So then, okay, so you said your mom and started from there, but then what caused this relationship to go further then? So obviously you have the recitation element of it. Was there a particular inspiration or a teacher that helped you push forward?
So I think, as we were growing up, I think, I've watched some of the videos you've done so far, and I think a lot of the names that have come up, people from the community, I've had a similar relationship with some of them. So, the likes of, for example, Malim Murtaza Bandali,
Mm,
a very dear teacher of ours, and he was
yeah,
very, very inspiring for us. And later on, it was, I think, Agha Rahimi, when we started doing classes
mm,
with him.
yes,
He demanded a lot from us, and he recognized that we had the potential to exceed our own expectations. So he
yeah,
demanded a lot from us, and that made us work harder and work alongside each other. But I think
excellent.
one of the key inspirations for me, I think, was the family environment, when you see everyone around you doing the same thing. So your siblings, your parents, and your classmates as well. I think that as well is an inspiration.
Yeah, true. So having the right environment and around you to really push you on. I think you were of the first batch of Darul Quran when it was all set up, and alhamdulillah, there was all the people around you in terms of your age, especially. Everyone was like together, pushing each other, learning together. So I really look back at that very, very fondly, and it goes a long way having people your age just doing the same thing as you. So that was really, really beautiful when I think about that. So I think your memorization is phenomenal and your recitation is amazing as well. So let's go into recitation of the Holy Quran. What do you have for us today?
So I've chosen the second last page of Surah Ibrahim. It has a few du'as from Prophet Ibrahim, which I think
Hmm.
are quite nice, particularly the translation for them.
Ahsan, ahsan. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وآتاكم من كل ما سألتموه وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها إن الإنسان لظلوم كفار. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام رب إنهن أضللن كثيرا من الناس فمن تبعني فإنه مني ومن عصاني فإنك غفور رحيم. ربنا إني أسكنت من ذريتي بواد غير ذي زرع عند بيتك المحرم ربنا ليقيموا الصلاة فاجعل أفئدة من الناس تهوي إليهم وارزقهم من الثمرات لعلهم يشكرون. ربنا إنك تعلم ما نخفي وما نعلن وما يخفى على الله من شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء الحمد لله الذي وهب لي على الكبر إسماعيل وإسحاق إن ربي لسميع الدعاء رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون إنما يؤخرهم ليوم تشخص فيه الأبصار صدق الله العلي العظيم.
أحسنت. That was so beautiful. So peaceful to just so tranquil the way you recite, mashallah. I've noticed that your makharij is is not only on point, but it's like super clear, and you know the way you pronounce the letters is very, very elaborate, which is really, really good. Was that a conscious effort when you were learning the Quran to actually have that makharij as elaborate as it is?
I would say it's more of a recent thing that I've tried to do, particularly when I've started teaching, because when I'm trying to teach someone, this is the way that you should pronounce this letter, I need to make sure that I'm doing the same as well.
Yeah.
So it might not have always been there, but I think I've made a conscious effort over the last few years or so to try and do it. And then what I tell people is always try and overemphasize things so that it becomes a habit, so that it becomes more natural for you to pronounce.
Yeah, 100%. That really, really helps. And which reciters do you listen to?
So when I was growing up, we would listen to Al-Ghamidi. My mom would play it while we were going to sleep. But then when I started memorizing, I found that it was a little bit too fast to memorize
Mm,
too. I
yeah.
switched to a few others. So I was sometimes listening to Husari, sometimes to Al-Afasi, sometimes Minshawi. But it's like
Mm.
a different, good range.
So then you've just adapted your own kind of
Yeah.
recitation. So yeah, there we have it, Brother Maisam Merali. Thank you so much for sharing your story. And inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the tawfiq to finish this journey and to memorize the whole Quran. With that, we say, Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.